The coach team around. Not the fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. Dominating every facet.
Hey, everybody. Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Niners. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. Are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on now.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was
snacks.
just going to say.
That's where I go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. 6. Push him back. Get. Ready.
Back to Mixon on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
On second down, here's Mixon. Able to push his way through. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Joe Mixon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, basics, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the 49ers under third-year coach Kyle Shanahan. They'll be led out by the rookie, the 6th overall pick back in April out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Off play action. Jones. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
4 down. Check.
Off the play fake. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but off or not on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Jones. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Another big play and another 49er first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Boston Scott, his first carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch left. Tight end there.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Jones on third down. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way we do just.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2. Green brings it in. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got his man. This is Tate. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Back to throw.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Second and 5. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll look to throw here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 12. Jones now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Jones operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Jones to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
24 from the gun.
From the gun, Jones got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones now. Off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Back to throw. Jones. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
50, plant.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Stop your whining.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He'll look to throw, and that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down, Dobbins, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to him on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little.
Defense stand up and stop him. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. He gets them moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on third.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. He'll look to throw.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive a coach crazy.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jackson. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tight down. There you go.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Walker has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. They're going to look to throw.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Back to throw here.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Hey, exit. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Jones on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now Jones on first and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for San Francisco, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our